Today I will introduce you to the initiation of the kawak. Kawak means to see, but also the seer. So we're going to speak about how we want to see the invisible world. We want to be able to track those energies that are positive for our lives, and then also what might not be healthy. And I get all the time the question when students first come to class, how can I see the energy world? How can I see the invisible world? How can I be a shaman? And my answer, since I understood a few years ago, is you have to be willing to see not just what feels good and what you like, but you have to be willing to see also which might be painful, what might be hurtful, what might make you feel shame or guilt or everything. So to be able to see the whole world, the whole universe, you have to be willing to also see what's in the dark or in the shadow, or that which doesn't feel good. So the good, the bad, and the ugly, everything, the whole picture. So when we're willing, then we start actually opening our eyes. And of course, to be able to see more and more, we have to be willing to not just to see what's painful, but to transform what is painful into medicine, into light. And to be willing to see everything is the first step. The second step is to actually do our work of looking at what hurts and what is shameful, so we can transform it into medicine, into light. Otherwise, we're going to be seeing through the filters of those painful situations or situations of scarcity, of limiting beliefs, like the story of the family that was hungry, and they were calling Om Namah Shivaya, God Shiva, to give them a miracle. And actually Shiva shows up, the Hindu god, and offers them a boon, a divine gift. And all they can think of, because they are in that limbic brain that is only thinking about the next meal or about to be safe and those kind of things. So they can only say, this family of three, mother, father, and child, I want a carload full of bread. And boom, they get bread for a week, gluten for a week. And then Shiva moves along and runs into a blind man who is also calling him, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And Shiva offers a boon, divine gift. And the blind man waits a moment, and then from deep within he answers, I would like to see my great-grandchildren eating a feast in silver plates. So in one sentence, he gets long life, great-grandchildren, a feast, eating a feast in silver plates, abundance, and then of course, love. How is he gonna have children and grandchildren without love? So family, love, and then I would like to see vision, again, recovering his eyesight. So see, we're gonna see like this blind man, what we think or feel that we deserve, and that what is within our belief system, and we don't see beyond that. We don't see beyond those filters. So we have to make that alchemy, to keep burning, to keep releasing everything that gets in the way of our true seeing of reality. Reality is so complex, and we only see a little piece of it. Like my friends who came to the jungle with me in the Amazon, and when we would go for a walk, we had a guy that could spot like a little brown frog like 10 feet away. And the frog looked just like the leaves. And how could he spot that from so far away? And how could he know that a flock of birds was coming before we could even hear them or seeing them? is because he was tuned to see reality in such an acute way in the jungles, but we could see nothing of that, or he could smell the jaguar before we could see the footprints. So we are tuned to see only reality from a certain perspective and a certain angle, and not the whole reality at all. So the more we drop our defenses, the more we relax our souls, the more, of course, we're going to be able to see reality itself without all the veils of defense and judgment and protection that we put around, that society taught us to put around and inside and outside to feel safer, to control. So the more we can relax our hearts, our beings, the more we can see reality naked as it is. Nevertheless, in all shamanic traditions, there are sacred technologies to be able to see beyond, to help us see beyond. And that means that awakens the spiritual eye. We have known this eye as the third eye from the Hindu traditions, but this is an eye that is recognized in many spiritual traditions, shamanic traditions. This initiation creates pathways of light to connect that spiritual eye to the visual cortex. So in three places, like vertically over the head, and then diagonally, and then horizontally. So we imagine like a crown of light. It's really beautiful, and we actually can feel this extra help to connect this third eye with the visual cortex, so we can project the image not just of the tangible, literal, physical, atomic reality, but also of what we're picking up energetically, subtlety from the third eye. And then for the vision to have compassion, to be human, to be warmth, and not just like a cold vision, we connect with pathways of light also, two lines from the visual cortex to the heart chakra, like a necklace. So it is so beautiful. You end up with a crown and a necklace, and this puts together the perceptions that we get from the doorway, from the heavens and the earth, the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, with the sixth, the third eye. And then you have a more balanced vision of the invisible world. So it's not just cold and colorful, but it's warmth and makes you want to co-create with that heart and compassion that the heart can help us feel. I will then take one of my kuyas, my sacred stones from my altar, my mesa, from the Andean tradition, the mesa, the altar. And this kuya in particular, it has the shape, the carving of an owl. I've been working with this little stone for many years, and it has gone with me so many times to the jungles to help me see beyond the beyond with the sacred plants and so forth. So with this little owl, I will guide you to receive this initiation. I want you to get comfortable, feel the earth beneath you, supporting you. I want you to take your shoulders forward, up and back, so you can open your heart and relax the shoulders down. So your spine is straight but also natural, relaxed. And take your the crown of your head up so you can stretch a bit the back of your neck. Tuck the chin in, yes. And then there, find your breath. Inhaling through the nose exhaling through the mouth. Again and again, again and again, and meet me in the heart, setting the intention to receive this initiation that awakens your own perception and seeing, but also perhaps connects you to a lineage of seers, the Kawak. And when you feel ready, open your Viracocha. Open that portal into sacred time, timelessness, into a place where we can commune with the great seers of all times. And we call on them the Kawak from the coast of Peru, and the visionaries from the jungles of Peru and the Andes, the ones that dream the world into being, and all the wisdom keepers of the earth. May you all come. You are all invited to come and empower this transmission. And now imagine this little owl stone on your sixth chakra, and visualize this third eye beaming with light like never before, beaming with light. And take some of that light that your third eye is beaming, and start weaving with me this line over your head, a line right through the middle of your head, imagining like a highway of light going all the way to your visual cortex, and right there, connected with your visual cortex in the occiput, and then with one hand grab that light and keep it there in the visual cortex, and come back through the middle to reinform this pathway, and visualize that line really bright. And taking some more of the light of your third eye, start weaving that diagonal pathway through the right side, or whichever side feels natural to you, most organic. And take it all the way like a thread of light, and connect it to the visual cortex and to the other thread of light, and come back with your imagination, your intention, visualization, so forth. And now you have these two lines, and now we're going to weave to the other side diagonally more of this crown of light, creating another pathway all the way, and putting it together with the other two lines so they stay firm together on the visual cortex. And this is done with your intention, really like you're pinning all these threads together, and then coming back to reinforce. And we have the top of the crown ready now as we come back to the third eye. And here we visualize these three, we feel them, visualize them, imagine them. And we take more of the light of your third eye and start weaving one of the horizontal lines over the ear, all the way, and pinning this thread of light with the others in the visual cortex, and coming back. and visualizing what you have just woven, 4 of the 5 lines. And get ready for the last horizontal line on the other side. And weave it, pin it all together. I can do a little energetic knot there, a clear knot, and come back. And I visualize the whole crown from the third eye to the visual cortex, and I really give it energy. I imagine like highways of light just going to create these new neural pathways, to encourage new neural pathways to see with the spiritual eyes, not just the physical eyes. And then now I'm taking my little owl to weave your necklace. So I begin from the visual cortex, grabbing light from these threads, and I start going down one of your sides. You pick which side feels more natural to you. I'm going through my right side all the way to my 4th chakra, heart chakra. And there, I anchor it in the heart chakra with my intention, pin it there. Now I call on the love and the light of my heart chakra. And I'm gonna start weaving your right side, or if you feel it on the left, then it's your left, but weaving this necklace, weaving the necklace to connect the heart to the visual cortex, and then pinning this light with all the other threads and coming back. So half of the necklace is there, and now taking light and love, pure love, munai, from the heart, I go up the other side. Imagine going up and all the way to the visual cortex, and it's like fusing all this light together there, infusing it with the visual cortex, all like one meeting point of light, and coming down back to the heart chakra, and visualizing and empowering the necklace. And take a moment to feel your necklace, a necklace with your heart chakra like a gem, like a beautiful green gem. And then the crown again. So the crown, the necklace, the crown. One initiation of empowering your seeing. And now I call the lineage, and I activate this initiation for you. So imagine my forehead touching your forehead, our crowns touching each other. Kawak! 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 Feel the vibration of the crown and the necklace being activated, and the lineage around you. guiding you to keep opening your heart, to be able to see with more clarity, with more maturity, wisdom, certainty. May you see with the eyes of the heart, as the Kawak say. Blessings and thank you. And let's retrieve our Viracocha. Picking our Viracocha, this sacred bubble of light and infinity that help us commune with the sacred and bathing ourselves with the light of the Viracocha, one with the source of all consciousness. Thank you again. I really encourage you to practice strengthening this initiation for a moon cycle, 28 days. You can tap in on your third eye all the way back with 2-3 fingers all the way to the visual cortex and come back. And then even with 2 hands, you can tap that third eye and bring more of that light. You can really strengthen it, the crown. Go to the back, really anchor it there and come back. It takes only 5 minutes or less. And then to finish the crown horizontally over the ears, you can keep a hand here, the other one in the back, and really visualize the crown. And then you can go to the heart and tap the heart and build, rebuild, strengthen, enlighten that necklace. And come back. And you can do both at the same time. And it will really help to keep it alive.